Hello, it's Dr. Robinson, and I'm in Access, Microsoft Access, and I'm going to show you how to filter your data using Access. It's done a little bit differently than Excel, but very similarly. The first thing you're going to have is a navigation pane. So I'm in my sheet right now, so I'm going to hit F6 to get to my navigation pane.
F6, Access Microsoft Access tables forms table.
And I'm going to up arrow and down arrow and listen to my tables.
Customers button to activate, press space bar.
So customers is my first table, and
Orders in December button to activate, press space bar.
orders in December are my second option. I'm going to go up to customers first.
Customers button to activate, press space bar.
And as soon as I hit enter on that or space bar, my table to the right is going to change and it's going to pop me into all my data.
Enter ID 1, type of text.
Okay, and you heard ID number 1. In order to get to my filters, I'm going to go into my menu bar.
Algorithm group home tab, all followed by H.
And I'm going to go into H to home.
H.
And my filter is Q. And I'm going to hit Q.
Q, leave menus 1, type of text, menu.
Okay, I do have Office 365. Your commands might be slightly different if you do not have Office 365. Anyway, I can down arrow.
HQ. Your sort largest to smallest O.
And I can
Sort smallest to largest S.
sort smallest to largest.
Sort largest to smallest O.
And then, of course, all the data is below in my number filters.
Your filter from ID available L.
I just continue to down arrow.
Number filter submenu F. Leave menus list view left parent select all right parent check 1 number 2.
Now, if I uncheck some of these, then I can take this ginormous data sheet of over 200 items and reduce it down to a very small amount of items. Right now, all are selected.
List view left parent next left 1 check 3 of 2 number 2.
I could uncheck many of these. Usually the ID is not the best way to filter your information. Maybe you want to do it for first name, last name, or city, or street address. But there are better ways to filter than just the basic ID. So I'm going to go ahead and escape out of this.
Escape data sheet 1, type of text.
Okay, and then I'm going to tab across my sheet.
First name, Tracy, type of text.
Okay, so this is first name, and it's reading my header as it's reading me the information also.
Last name, Bedroom, type of text.
Okay, maybe I want to see what this is based on the first of the alphabet to the end of the alphabet. So I can filter in that way. Let's go ahead and go to home with Alt H and then Q to the filter.
Alt H. Algorithm group home
Q.
tab, Alt Q, leave menus 1 Tracy, Bedroom 70s, Walker, DR, Raleigh, MC 27612, email.com. Menu sort A to Z to move from items.
So let's sort A to Z alphabetically.
Enter, leave menus, data sheet, type of text.
Okay, and it immediately arranges my sheet from alphabetical order from A to Z.
Acronym, type of text. Acronym, type of text. LP, type of text.
Okay.
Acronym, type of text.
If I wanted to just see how many A's or B's I had, I could sort my order in a slightly different way. Anyway, that is how you easily get to each column and sort your information. If I want to go back to my orders, then I'm going to hit F6 to my navigation pane.
F6, navigation pane, host, navigation pane, tables expanded, customers button to activate, press, orders December button to activate.
Down arrow to my orders and hit enter.
Enter product types, case, type of text.
And now it's telling me cakes. And maybe I want to see how many cakes are being ordered within this time period. So Alt H and then Q.
Alt H. Algorithm Q, leave menus, case, black forest, 188, type of text, menu.
And I'm going to go down.
Your filter, text filter, leave menus, list view, left parent, select all right parent check, list view, left parent, next right parent check, 2 of 7, case check, 3 of 7.
Okay, so I want only cakes selected. So I'm going to uncheck every other box.
Left parent, select all right parent check.
I'm going to space to uncheck.
Left parent, next right parent, uncheck, case, uncheck, 3 of 7.
And as soon as I hit my space bar, cakes is the only one selected, and I can quickly filter out all the other information and only have cakes.
Enter, data sheet, case, type of text.
And now I only have a very few items here, and I can actually tab to see what type of cakes are being ordered.
Product name, Black Forest, type of text.
And down arrow.
S, sales unit, symbol, type of text. Value of sales unit 1, type of sales unit, product name, Black Forest, type of text.
And down arrow, and let's check to see my cakes that are being ordered.
Black walnut, type of text. Use the no left parent, crisp carrot cake, type of cheesecake, type coconut, type of cookies and cream, French vanilla, type fudge chocolate, type German chocolate, type gingerbread, Italian red velvet, type of text, red velvet, type of text.
And once I see what type of cakes are being ordered, I can control home and filter a different way.
Product types, cakes, type of text.
Okay, Alt H and Q, and let's change this.
Alt H. Upper ribbon. Group home. View. Leaving menus. Case black forest symbol 188. Type of text. Menu.
Down arrow.
Clear filter. Text filter sub. Leaving menus. List view. Left parent. Select all. Right parent. Object. 1 of 7.
Well, we don't want to select all. We want to just choose a certain amount. Maybe I want to see how many pastries are being ordered.
List view. Left case check. 3 of 7.
I'm going to uncheck my cakes
Space,
with spacebar and down arrow to pastries.
Cookies object. Cupcakes not pastries object. 6 of 7.
Okay, and spacebar to
Space,
check and enter, and I'm just going to see my pastries.
Enter. Data sheet. Pastries. Type of text.
Okay, so I already know that column A, which is my product type, is pastries. I want to go ahead and tab to the actual pastry type.
Product name. Almond croissant. Type of text.
And down arrow and see.
Almond croissant. Type. Brownies. Type of text. Chocolate croissant. Chocolate croissant. Chocolate mousse.
Okay, and you get the idea. So you can go to any column and you can filter any product and see what's going on based with number, how many is going on here. Very easy. I can control end.
Actual number sold. 120. Type of text.
120 were sold of tiramisu as I listen to the information. I can down arrow to listen to the total amount of that were sold of all pastries.
Type of text. 625. Type of text.
Okay, and if I hit home,
Home product types. Total. Type of text.
that's my total. And so you can find out the total of all of it. And that's always going to be at the very bottom of your graph. So that is how you can filter in Microsoft Access.